The green flag waves, and Scott Dixon will grab the early edge. Here comes Tor Takagi on the inside. We are going to go 4 wide in the front straight. On the outside, Joe DeFerrin will make the move. Mark James as they come your way.
And here comes Elio Castro-Neves. He's trying to make his way to third. Joe DeFerrin tries to pull even with Scott Dixon at the midway point of the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Scheckter, Castro-Neves going side by side. Takagi has Tony Kanaan and Felipe Giafone as they enter turn 4.
Tony Kanaan may have started 8th. He's already up to 6th, making a bid for 5th. Scott Dixon, though, will lead his 291st consecutive lap with the 6th car. Marlboro Team Penske driver Joe DeFerrin on his rear wing as they come into turn number 2.
Sets up behind him. Joe will stay that way as they exit turn number 2. Starts to take a peek up high. Now they start to get a smooth run down the back straightaway. Scheckter's in 3rd. Castro-Neves settles into 4th. Takagi is 5th. Then Tony Kanaan and Felipe Giafone. Giafone, a big group of cars back behind them.
Tony Kanaan getting past Felipe Giafone on the high side. Once again, we've got a good start here, Davey Hamilton.
Great start. The guys got in their position, but they're still nose to nose and nose to tail. And Dixon, how many is he going to lead?
That's exactly right. Scott Dixon has already led the first 2 laps here today. That's 292, soon to be 293 consecutive laps for Scott Dixon. And as Dave Wilson, you mentioned, he becomes the first driver in history to lead laps in consecutive races, 3 consecutive races.
That is domination. But I still think, boy, even though Joe DeFerrin's right on this tail end there, that pretty soon here Schecter's going to have to step it up. I think he's hungry in today's event.
Now keep in mind what we're saying about Dixon. He is not the first driver to lead a race in 3 races. He is the first driver to end a race, lead that race at the end of the race, obviously, to lead every lap of the next race and then continue his leading trend into a 3rd consecutive race. So history being made here today by Scott Dixon. Mark James, that 6th car of the Marlboro Team Penske machine, now being challenged a bit by Scheckter.
2 target cars, 2 Team Penske cars. Those are the top 4. Scott Dixon, a car length over to Ferrin. Now Castro-Neves looks outside of Scheckter. That's the battle for 3rd place. Thomas has the advantage at the entrance to turn number 4. Tor Takagi all over the rear wing of Castro-Neves now starts to fade a bit.